สวัสดีค่ะ Good morning and welcome to the first day of the open house for the postgraduate level international program. Organized by the Office of International Affairs, Chulalongkorn University. Today you're with me, Shutikan Pongsarat, or you can call me Rin for short. And today I will be your MC. And as you notice, our event today starts from 9 in the morning until 4 in the evening. And so I will be your host guiding you through all the sessions today. And so, it is my pleasure to inform you that this year Chulalongkorn University has offered 53 fields of study and 76 programs from 20 faculties. And that is a lot. And in this event, the program directors, program representatives, alumni, and current students will be joining us to provide with important information and that hopefully can help you decide which program suits you the most. And in this event, we will have a lot of programs to offer. But before we begin, before we enter the real sessions that you're looking for, let's get a quick glance of Chulalongkorn University. So we have a video prepared for you. So please enjoy.
Chulalongkorn University services for students and Thai society. How will the team present the ideas?
The video will cover actual and current issues in Thai society.
Let's start with the first scene. A student is playing TikTok. As the student is dancing, he wonders about the Chulalongkorn University innovations that have been created to help him and Thailand overcome the nation's current crisis.
Wait, you're cutting directly into the topic?
Yes, straight in. Part 1. Prevention. Chulalongkorn University has invented mask sprays to better fend off COVID-19 and dust. CU Robo COVID, a robot and medical support instrument.
For this part, we will show the Pinto robot, Mirror robot, and Ninja series robots. Part 2 cover the testing and screening innovations. This is when the image of Chulalongkorn University's Health Service Center comes up.
Chulalongkorn University's Health Service Center tests, screens, and maintains clear social distancing practices. The BioStrip test innovation performs preliminary COVID-19 screening in 15 minutes. The support vehicles to collect test samples from COVID-19 patients are safe and reliable. And the data incubator collects COVID-19 data.
Hold on, so the TikTok guy, he disappears?
Oh, that's right. I almost forgot. Okay, let's get back to him. The student who was searching for information on innovations is wowed by the innovations available.
But the amazement isn't over. Let's move on to part 3 with attempted resolutions with vaccines like the COVID-19 mRNA vaccine and the tobacco leaf vaccine, which has proven effective in animals. The Chula vaccines being developed are now Thailand's top vaccines. Moving on to the topic of learning. Learning is possible anywhere and anytime with the Chula MOOC, a learning platform that promotes lifelong learning experience. There's also a quick MBA from home course that adds skills for business.
Okay, my concern is, wouldn't this video be just a bit too long?
Well, we do have a lot of innovations, Professor.
How about this, Professor? We can go through the images quickly.
Will the audience be able to see them all, Director?
They can press pause.
Oh, that's true.
Let's move on.
Therefore, the innovation...
Hold on, innovations. We have lots of innovations, so put a bit more emphasis on the S.
No problem, Professor. Innovations for society from Chulalongkorn University.
Excellent.
All right, let's fight this COVID.
We then end with contact information and the university logo. Fade out.
There's one university that has entered the second century of its establishment. Located in the heart of Bangkok's vibrant city, it features modern buildings that are blended with Thai traditional structures. Amidst the greenery,
there's one university that was awarded the first in Thailand for its pursuit of sustainability in life on land, and it was also ranked the 45th worldwide. There's one and only university in Thailand that was ranked the world's top 100 for its academic reputation. And this is the first institution for higher education in Thailand, Chula University.
Even though the route from the Chulalongkorn University campus covers over 2 kilometers of distance, they extend their reach to all 20 faculties, 23 colleges, research institutes, dormitories, accommodations, and other office buildings.
Its students, lecturers, and staff can go around the campus by eco-friendly vehicles such as CU Bike, CU Shuttle Bus, Toyota Hamu, and MoveMe. The CU Shuttle Bus also provides service for general public. Oh, do you know what's good about it? It's free of charge.
If you're hungry while wandering around, don't worry. There are many canteens where you can order various kinds of food at affordable prices for students and the general public.
There is a Chula Zero Waste project that encourages students and staff to reduce food waste and use reusable containers.
Chulalongkorn University is also surrounded by malls, cafes, restaurants, convenience stores, and co-working spaces. Students and staffs are able to get a discount and special offers from famous restaurants, shops, and other services through CUNEXT application. And they're all cashless society friendly.
As Chulalongkorn University is one of the leaders in the health and medicine field, many health promotional services are provided for its students. Staff in the neighboring communities such as CU Sport Complex and CU Sport Stadium offers a fully functional facility,
where students, lecturers, and staff can enjoy a variety of sport, both indoor and outdoor. Accidents can occur while students are on campus, but don't worry. The CU Health Service Center and the CU Student Wellness Center can treat both physical and mental illnesses.
Besides the student-centered learning, Chulalongkorn University provides students with academic resources that they can study or do further research in an appropriate atmosphere. It has one of the largest collections of books and ebooks in Thailand, together with a number of rare publications and digital media.
The campus also houses museums, galleries, and halls where students, staff, and invited artists can exhibit their artwork and perform. It boosts their creative ability and to promote artistic environment to the Chula community.
this is a brief introduction video. But if you spend a few years here, imagine all the experiences you might have. This is our campus life.
This is Chulalongkorn University. Nice to see you.
And that is Chula in a glimpse. Yes, as a Chulalongkorn University alumni, we call this Chulan, right? It's like a nickname. So if you're considering joining us, make sure you get used to that nickname. And that is like a virtual tour. We give you a very quick snap of how it will be like if you join us. And it would be much more pleasing and more exciting if you could join us on site. But that is for the future references. And as for today, let's consider, before you join us, what programs should you join? Today, we have prepared a lot of programs to introduce to you. And as you notice, we have a lot of programs. That is why this open house is separated into 2-day event. And today, the programs we are going to introduce to you will be the social sciences and physical sciences field. So if you're interested in, let's say, business and economics, or microbiology, or let's say nanoscience, that is for you. So make sure to stay tuned and find out which field is the best for you. And if you're interested in arts and humanities and life sciences, tomorrow's session will have an answer for you. All right, everyone. I think we are all ready now that we've seen a glimpse of Chula. Now let's get a glimpse of the first program. Kindly note that throughout today's event, questions are encouraged. So at the end of each session, if you have any questions regarding the programs, our program representatives will be more than happy to answer your questions. And also kindly note that the questions are also accepted in the chat box. I've noticed a lot of questions coming in already. So if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a message, leave your queries there, and then our staff will address to you shortly. All right then, let's start with the first program in the social sciences field. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start with SASIN School of Management. Joining us today is Mr. Dean Anderson, Ambassador and Writer-in-Residence of SASIN School of Management, who will introduce us to the program. Everyone, please welcome.
Good morning, everyone. As noted, my name is Dean Anderson. I'm the Ambassador and Writer-in-Residence at SASIN School of Management, and it's my pleasure to host this session as we introduce you to our programs. And to get things started, I am going to introduce the Director of SASIN, Professor Ian Fenwick, who has a short welcome message, and then our Deputy Director for Strategy, Innovation, and Impact, Nick Pisanyaput, who will go through some of the details and specifics of SASIN's programs. So it's my pleasure to introduce Professor Ian Fenwick, the Director of SASIN School of Management.
Hi, I'm Ian Fenwick. I'm Director of SASIN. Today we want to show you what SASIN is all about, what we care about, what we value, what's at the heart of what we do. When you visit SASIN, you will see our theme throughout our facilities: inspire, connect, transform for a better, smarter, sustainable world. Inspiration is the fuel of creativity. And make no mistake, this is a creative age. It's no longer what you have that's important, your resources, but how you deploy those resources creatively. Seeing the opportunity in today's swirling changes and using your resources more effectively, that's what will drive your future. Your experiences at SASIN will inspire you to think in new ways, to try new things, to start new projects, perhaps to launch your own business, or take that leap in your career. Realistically, you won't get too far without networks, ecosystems. That's what will drive business for tomorrow. SASIN's unrivaled networks will connect you with like-minded others to make your ambitions realities. So inspire, connect, and then the most important thing, transform. Make no mistake, transformation is absolutely vital for all of us and for our businesses. Your enterprises will only thrive into the future by constant reinvention, by perpetual transformation. And transformations must be driven by making businesses more sustainable. We've all seen what unbridled business can do to our lives and to our planet. And hey, at least for a while, this is the only planet that we have. If your children and your children's children are to have a world in which to thrive, a better, smarter, sustainable world, crafting that world must be at the top of your agenda. Entrepreneurial mindset has been at the very foundation of SASIN and our programs right from the start. SASIN originated from an entrepreneurial idea, anticipating a need, a problem, that few had recognized, and solving that problem with flair and excellence. And that entrepreneurial mindset is what sustains SASIN throughout all its programs. It's what drives us now, and it's what will drive us into the future. Education is no longer about a professor lecturing for hours on end. Education is about action learning with real companies on real projects. Education is more outside the classroom than inside the classroom. Education is about building successful startups. Education is about developing sustainable initiatives that will change your company and your industry. Education is about building resilience so that whatever happens, whatever the future holds, you'll be prepared to excel in it. At SASIN, we've redesigned our facilities to create a 21st century learning environment. Our flexible spaces, equipped with multiple screens and connectivity, are built for action learning, spontaneous collaboration, and informal creativity. For SASIN, this is a special year, our 40th year, 40 forward, and I hope you can be part of it. Thank you.
Good morning. As mentioned by our director a moment ago, SASIN's focus is to develop sustainable business practices driven by an entrepreneurial mindset. Such an entrepreneurial mindset has been a foundation of SASIN in our programs from the very start. Through this strong foundation and unrelenting pursuit, AACSB, the US-based business school accrediting body, singled out SASIN from over 900 accredited schools across 50 plus countries globally to receive their Innovations That Inspire award for building sustainability and entrepreneurship ecosystem. Such sustainable entrepreneurial mindset is also embedded throughout the SASIN experience. And not surprisingly, ventures being created by students from within the classrooms and labs of SASIN is commonplace. Typically, 60% of our courses are taught by visiting professors, bringing the best of the world to SASIN. Visiting faculty complement our own core faculty that number over 30, more than half of whom hold nationalities other than Thai. So which program is right for you? If you have more than 1 year of work experience and can commit to full-time studies, then the full-time flavor of the flexible MBA is for you. But if you wish to continue working, then the part-time flavor of the flexible MBA is for you. If you have strong science or engineering background, then the dual MBA Master of Engineering program may be suitable for you. If you have more than 7 years of full-time work experience and wish to continue working, then the Executive MBA may be the best fit. If you're in your mid to senior level in your career with over 10 years of work experience, you already hold a master's and wish to explore a practice-focused research doctorate, then the DBA is worth exploring. Let me go into our master's programs a little bit more. MBAs and Executive MBAs begin with the Skills and Values module. This is an innovative foundational program designed to give you the tools and concepts you need to succeed, not just in your degree program at SASIN, but in your business career and in life. The module is the first thing you take at SASIN and is the only module where MBAs and Executive MBAs work side by side. It's a 5-week-long self-guided online learning covering the fundamentals of values, leadership, and ethics, self-reflection, sustainability, entrepreneurship, basic accounting, quantitative analysis, problem solving, and effective presentations. These 5 weeks are followed by a practicum week that comprises live intensive sessions that include workshops, inspirational talks, discussions with business and thought leaders, action learning through group projects involving businesses or led by our alumni, and plenty of networking opportunities. Our MBA and Executive MBA curriculum comprise 9 core courses that build a strong foundation for any manager, followed by electives selected from a large pool of courses across areas of marketing, strategy, management and organization, finance, and data analytics. Now, let me give you some highlights of our flexible MBA program that also features in the SASIN MBA part of the dual degree programs, whether dual with your Chula engineering or dual with an international partner schools MBA program. Key offerings are opportunities to build your own startup, participate in multitudes of competitions, both nationally and globally, as well as international exchange programs. Focus is on action learning, solving real-world problems, and becoming a leader with sustainable entrepreneurial mindset. As the name suggests, the program is flexible. You may take the full-time route, taking 2 courses every 4-week module during weekday, daytime, or evening, with optional 2-week intensive modules where you may take 1 course. With a full-time route, you can finish within 12 months. You may also take the part-time route, taking 1 course every 4-week module during weekday evenings. This route will see you able to graduate within 24 months. Note that the core courses must be done at the same speed, whether full-time or part-time. Thereafter, you may speed up or slow down as you wish to suit your changing circumstances. You have up to 48 months to complete the program. You may also choose to take various elective courses at one of our 40+ partner schools in nearly 20 countries around the world. This has, of course, been disrupted by the pandemic, but is expected to fully resume in 2022 academic year. As for our Executive MBA flagship program, invariably students will be connected to classmates, many of whom are in the C-suite across a wide array of industries, both corporate and family business in origin. The program is designed to suit busy executives where classes are on Friday evenings and weekends. Students generally take 2 courses every 4-week module, similar to MBAs. Optional 2-week intensive modules are also on offer. Highlight of the program is undoubtedly the 2-week international residential at one of our partner institutions, where students are exposed to cutting-edge developments across multiple fields under a digital and entrepreneurship theme. As for our newest program, the Doctor of Business Administration, or DBA, that builds on the pillars of mindfulness, entrepreneurship, and sustainability with a goal of shaping candidates to become a reflexive practitioner and real-world researcher. This part-time blended program is intended for those that are preparing for more advanced leadership and or advisory roles in their organizations or professions.
Okay, so that's an overview of SASIN's program. Thank you, Professor Ian Fenwick and Ajahn Nick Pisanyaput for that. As you can see, there's lots of opportunities, lots of options within our programs, but how do you get into SASIN? How do you get admitted to SASIN? How do you apply? I'm gonna go through that, and if we have some time at the end, we will answer some questions if you have, so you can put those in the chat. So, the application process for SASIN is very simple. It's all online, of course. You go to apply.sasin.edu, register to apply, and then complete your online application form. Once you've submitted your application, you can schedule an interview with our admissions team, and then our admissions committee, I should say. And then we are on a rolling admissions process. So after your admissions interview, you should hear back within a couple of weeks. You'll get notified of your result. And if it is a positive outcome, then all you have to do is pay your enrollment fee and you can join the next class of SASIN. It's that simple. Apply.sasin.edu. We encourage you to apply early for the class of 2022, which is the incoming class this year. Our early action admissions deadline is coming up next Monday, January 31st. And then our regular admissions deadline is March 31st. It's also our financial aid deadline for MBAs, and I'll talk about that in just a minute. And then if you are admitted to SASIN, orientation would be on June 11th, and your program, the Skills and Values Fundamentals module that Nick mentioned just a minute ago, will start on June 12th and run until July 27th. There is a residential portion of that module, which would be on July 27th, and then our on-campus classes would start at the beginning of August 2022. So that's the timeline. As I said, it's rolling admissions, so you can apply at any time and get a result within a couple of weeks of doing your interview. As I mentioned, we do have some financial aid for flexible MBAs and the dual MBA and Master of Engineering program. There are some minimum requirements, such as an undergraduate GPA of at least 3.5, GMAT score greater than 600, TOEFL score greater than 600 as well. Again, this is limited financial aid, but if you are interested, please check the box on the application form. We also have what we call a Math for Managers course, which can take the place of the GMAT or GRE scores that you need to submit if you're applying to the flexible MBA or dual MBA Master of Engineering program. The tuition fee includes access to an online course, and you get 2 exam attempts to complete this. Again, it's for the flexible MBA program. I should make that clear. This is a Math for Managers course, very important and fundamental to the program that you'll be doing in the MBA. If you have any questions, you can contact us at any time. Our website is sasin.edu. You can contact us at admissions@sasin.edu. We're also online, of course, at SASIN is our official account, and we're on social media. And if you'd like to download a brochure, you're certainly welcome to do that as well. We're open to any questions anytime if you have any questions. And if there are any questions now, I'd be happy to answer them. And certainly if you are interested in our programs, get in touch with us. And we look forward to talking with you and hopefully seeing you here on campus sometime very soon. So if there are any questions, please let me know and we'll be happy to answer them. Okay, if there aren't any questions, that's fine. I'll wrap things up, and I hope we've provided you with an overview of our programs. And if you are interested, please get in touch with us, and we'll be happy to talk to you about your application. The first application deadline is January 31st, and the final one for this year's enrollment is March 31st. So we look forward to hearing from you.
When I was in bachelor degree, I studied in arts, which has nothing to do with my family business. It was like very, very hard for me to fit in because I have no background. Actually, I found SASIN MBA a lot helpful to my career.
Well, I find the courses at SASIN really helpful and useful for my career, especially because of, not only that you get to learn all the different topics and subjects that are really useful for the business that you're doing, but there's the critical thinking skills and also the analysis part, and you also study real business cases that are really useful in your everyday life. When I go back to work, I feel like I understand a lot more now.
SASIN has helped me in terms of professionalism. So the atmosphere helps you grow to become more of a professional in the business world. Also gain a lot of experience in terms of other industries.
What's the most memorable experience is workshops, because I get to meet people who are already working in the business, and they came and share the experience. Most of the time when I study, I can ask them questions like, how do you get to this thoughts and how you got these ideas. It's really precious for people who are foreigners and who just came here and want to know more about Thailand's industries.
I have a background in cultural studies as an undergrad and mediation as a master's degree, but I was working in commercial real estate as a consultant in lending and investment for 3 years, and was more interested in the management side. So I feel an MBA right now brings all those different areas together and prepares me well for the future.
Before I didn't take any business class. My undergraduate study was not related to any business area. This program really opened my mind in terms of like what kind of fundamental knowledge I should have to my own business or explore to many other positions.
The executive program is really special because you really have to prioritize and really kind of like manage your time properly, because you're learning and you're doing a full program while you're working, and your working isn't getting any less. So you really need to manage program, but it's really amazing because you can learn through your peers as well, with your fellow students who have experiences in other fields. We also learn from them in class as well as the professors.
I think before I joined, most people say SASIN is about connections. I think we have like good alumni network. I actually met a real good friends here that I think they'll be like my long life friends.
The best part of SASIN is about having lots of good friends. I would say that I wouldn't survive SASIN without my friends. It was a very good experience and memory.
Well, I feel that SASIN is like a big family, you know. It's really cozy and everyone's so friendly.
Without SASIN, I wouldn't be working where I am today. I actually shifted my career. I think it's all entirely because of SASIN. I would highly recommend this program who is looking to know more about doing business in Southeast Asia, especially in Thailand.
I think it's a great place to study, but also it's a big social network, and in the end it's a huge family, and I'm proud to be a SASIN grad.
You get to experience a lot of things in the professional world, and also it's in Thailand where you can know people and then get an education that's same as the abroad. I'm very happy to be a SASIN graduate.
I'm proud to be SASIN graduate.
Thank you very much, Prof. Thank you very much for introducing us to SASIN School of Management, Mr. Alderson. This is very interesting indeed. And so, just a reminder for all of you who might have just joined in, if you're interested in programs in arts and humanities and life sciences, the sessions and introductions to the program will be for tomorrow. And for today, in the first half, in the morning session, we will cover social sciences program. And in the afternoon, we will cover physical sciences. So do stay tuned if you're interested in this program. And if you also have any questions, please also feel free to leave them in the chat box. All right, coming up next is also an introduction to the Master of Arts and Doctor in Philosophy. And this program is very interesting because it is related to the International Development Studies, the Faculty of Political Science. So, and upcoming and onwards, okay, just a heads up for all of you. And after this, we will also introduce you to another program, which is Master in Management. So a lot is coming up. So we hope you all do stay tuned with us. Okay, and if you're ready for the next program, please also welcome the Deputy Director of the program of the Philosophy of the Master of Arts and Doctor of Philosophy in International Development Studies, Assistant Professor Dr. Carl Middleton.
Students joining the program, on the one hand, they get the opportunity to study within one of Thailand's most well-known universities. But then also being at the center of Bangkok, you also have the opportunity to reach out and meet many different types of organizations. My name is Carl Middleton. I'm the Deputy Director for the MAIDS program, and I'm also a lecturer for the program. I teach 4 courses. The first course is Development Theory and Practice. I also teach Politics and Public Policy, Environmental Policy and Politics, and then a new course called Innovation for Inclusive Development. I'm also the director of the Center for Social Development Studies, and that center, we focus on resource politics in Southeast Asia. So a lot of my research focuses on environmental politics, including about the region's major rivers like the Mekong and the Salween, and looking broadly at the challenges and opportunities on development in the region, but especially looking at things like social inequality, environmental justice, and how to address these challenges in the region. The MAIDS program is designed for students that have a passion for development studies and development in general in Southeast Asia and beyond. So the types of students that tend to join our program are those that have some experience working in different areas of development, either civil society or researchers or government. And they come to strengthen their conceptual understanding, as well as to build new skills such as research skills or management skills. For the GRID program, This program is a PhD program that's for students that would like to undertake advanced studies and to really build your research skills, focusing on development, mainly in Southeast Asia. I think the strengths of our program are the fact that we're based in Bangkok, which is a regional hub for many international organizations. And so, and also civil society groups both in Thailand and regionally. So students joining the program, on the one hand, they get the opportunity to study within one of Thailand's most well-known universities, but then also being at the center of Bangkok, you also have the opportunity to reach out and meet many different types of organizations. At the university, we organize many public seminars and conferences where many of the key issues of the day that are affecting the region are debated, sometimes very heatedly. And that really gives an opportunity for the students to grasp the challenges, but also the solutions that are being proposed. So I think the university is a very a dynamic environment and intellectually stimulating, but also very relevant because a lot of the things that we discuss are development issues that are happening right here and right now in the region. Another strength of the program that I think is important, and one that I find personally most satisfying teaching on the program, is the fact that we have students coming from across Southeast Asia, but then also beyond as well, from other regions, from Europe, from Australia, from the US, and wider East Asia. So then that creates a very interactive atmosphere where students can learn not just from the lecturers, but also from each other. And in doing so, gain a more full appreciation of the region. Thank you very much for your interest in the MAIDS and GRID programs. I'm looking forward to seeing you here at Chulalongkorn University in the next academic year.
Thank you, Assistant Professor Dr. Middleton, for a brief introduction to the International Development Studies program, and also for sharing with us your experience teaching as a professor in the program. I'm sure that everyone who is interested in this program are more inclined to joining us, and so we do hope that that continues. Now, next in line, we have the faculty I studied at in my bachelor's level, the Faculty of Commerce and Accountancy. Today, Assistant Professor Dr. Thira Chawannakul, the Program Director, will introduce you to the Master of Management program. Please welcome.
I think I will think about international business.
I think it's a very nice program that I will making my life very busy 24/7, and it's a nice program that I have exchange experience, so I meet a lot of international friends.
For me, I would think about a good environment and also challenging topic assignment.
If we think about I would think about German trip, which is very special that we can only get from program.
No, that's all easy for me.
Business, regulation, international business law.
I go for IBM.
Friends and also the professors.
We have gone to the Germany trip, and I have a lot of friends, new friends, and I have tried German food as well.
The environment in here and also the beloved friends, because we still keep in touch with our international friends.
I like to meet new friends and especially buddies.
For me, I like the city because it's just like a small city but full of everything and that the student can find.
Oh my god. I would say my German buddies, they're taking me very, very good and they're nice, and I'm looking forward to meet them again in Thailand.
I like its atmosphere, German food, and friends. I like the buddy programs between Chulalongkorn University student and German student from Aachen, so we can share a lot of things together after the daily programs, and yes, we still keep in touch.
The city was really lovely and even lovelier people, so I returned there for one exchange semester. And I love the people and also the friends that I made during the buddy program, and they helped me a lot during my semester there, with all my everyday life, going out, buying stuff for my own bedroom, and also take me out for meals and help me a lot because I was there alone.
I like a lot of things about the German trip. I like their beers, I like their cars. I'm a big fan of the German cars. That's a time when we went to the old mining company in Germany. I was impressed by how their technologies, how they invented such machineries and stuff. Right now it's just turned into the museum already, but I was amazed by that. Such a great experience there. The way they work there is very systematic, and also the whole operation is fully automated. There's only a few workers working there.
I believe that it was priceless experiences. We did exhibition. We brought a Thai product. It was the Thai style pants. I would say kangkeng le, and we need to demonstrate the clients that how to use it, because it's like it's multifunctions, and we try to sell it. I think it's like pretty much like startup.
I especially enjoyed the international night. We prepared performances to perform for our friends, and they enjoyed it a lot. And we also enjoyed the warm hospitality that they extended to us as well. So it was a very good experience for everyone, and we all enjoyed ourselves a lot. And we made a lot of friends when we came back from our stay at Germany as well.
It was very interesting part of my life because I have to work and study at the same time. So my life during that time was like only office and Chula. Just come for work group and for the class in the evening and during the weekend, and last long until midnight most of the time. Actually was very exhausted, but the good thing is I can see that all the professors who run the programs really take good care of us, try to push us through, encourage us to whatever thing we have to go through during the study since the first semester until the end when we have the comprehensive exam. And all my friends are very lovely, and we help each other a lot because we came from different industries, so we really have varieties of experience to share during our study.
I think it's where we improve our managerial skills, interpersonal skills, and we got friends.
I'm really impressed with the program because first I thought it would be tough because it's part-time program. So that means you have to have your full-time job and study at the same time. First semester is kind of tough, like when you got to learn like IBM, for example, you have group project every week. So you have your full-time job, you study in the evening, and you got to do the homework and group project after study and on the weekend. So we thought that it would be like this the whole 2 years, but it didn't have to be like it's only first semester. And from time to time, you get to adapt yourself with the studying and working at the same time. It's not that hard at all.
Our friends here, we have a different background, so it's really benefit us in studies, especially in group projects. We can share a lot of our point of views and leading to the good work.
So it's not only program, you get to network, you get to make friends. And some of my friends I even get married, so it's kind of fun. The group of friends we're still hanging out until now, and it's a very, very good connection and good friend that I have from the program.
A lot of good friends, great company there. I also met my business partner there. We start from just a good friends. We hanging out, went out together, drinking beers, having fun, went to the party together. But this guy, when it come to works, he always give his best shot to it. If it's not perfect, he will do it again. And from friends, we become like customer suppliers. He worked for the big Chinese company, and I was the supplier for him at that time. And we work together, we cooperate. And then once the opportunity opened the gate for us, we co-found a new company together.
I am inspired.
I am MM.
Work, no sleep.
Food fun friend.
I love you.
I love MM.
Great brand, good time.
Come join us.
Okay, I'm the Professor Chula. I'm from the MM program. I'm the director of the program. So welcome to the MM program. Okay, so the MM program is the program that focusing on the international business management. So this is our visions that we would like to, aspire to build the global business leaders who can take on international business challenges and opportunity of the 21st century. So when you come to the program, you may think about how to do the international business. So if you want to do the import-export business, if you want to doing like the international business, so please think about the program. Okay. So at first, I would like to bring you to the general information of our students, right? So you can see that our student profile, we have around 27 years old as an average, okay? And we do have like the, 70% of the professor to be the international professors. So this is our unique of the program. And also the 20% of the student in the class is gonna be the international student. We also have like the exchange student to join every semester, okay? And believe it or not, 70% of our class is the female student. And if you're looking at the background of our student, you can see that we have the several students come from the several field of the study, not just related business. We have the students come from the background of the engineering, science, and mathematics also. Okay, so no matter what you have any background, you can apply to the program if you're interested in the international business management. Okay, and this is the current student industry breakdown. You can see that we have almost all the industry that join us as a student's background. We have like the students that have the background in manufacturing, education, banking, energy, art, government, even though in the airline. So some of our students is like pilot or the air hostess. Okay, so if you want to have some diversify of the student that join the class, you can see that we have the several field of the background student that you can sharing the experience and doing like the group project, and you're gonna have a lot of friends here. So this is like the example of the company of the student that join in our program. We have like the big company, international company, and also the company that are listed in the stock market. And when we're talking about the fact of the you can see that we're focusing on the international business management. So you're gonna go through study around 2 years to finish the study about the requirements of the program. In order to join the program, we have no GMAT or GIE requirements, but you need to have like your English proficiency test, CTEF, TOEFL or IELTS, and we have no minimum GPA, and you need to have like the at least 1 year of your working experience. This is the detail that I just mentioned, right, about the application requirements, okay? And also you need to have like the 2 letters of the recommendations, statement of the purpose, so you're gonna like the provide this information before we have like the interview, okay? So right now our program have still in the process of its admission. So we still have the admission process until end of this month, and also we want to continue more. And this is the list of the international professor that I mentioned, that we have 70% going to be like the international professor. So they all come from all the professor around the world, right? In the Europe, for example, a professor from the German RWTH Aachen University, that would be our partnership of our program. The professor from the Korean University, from the University of Strathclyde in UK, and also the professor from the university in Australia, such as Macquarie University, and also in Taiwan National Center University from Taiwan. So all these professors gonna teach you in the class. So we're gonna have the atmosphere of international atmosphere. So you're gonna have the friend, international friend, you have the Thai friend, and you have the international professor come to teach you. Okay, and the highlight of our program is a study trip. So when you come to join us in the program, you're gonna have the chance to join the study trip in Europe. Mostly we spend the time in Germany and also in the Amsterdam and in Netherlands and the Belgium, Brussels. So you're going to have the chance to visit like the EU, European Union head office. You're going to go to the Amsterdam and you're going to go to visit a lot of company and a lot of the successful startup company in Europe in order to gain the experience. And also you're going to have like the friends from the German friends that we're going to do have like the buddies program that they're going to take care of you and they're going to all come to Thailand as well. So you can have like the community between Thai and German students. And this is like the lifelong of the friends, not just really in the program, but also after you finish the program. So the trip that you're going to go to the Europe, so it's like your own expense. This is like the cost that you need to prepare around 60,000 to 65,000 baht. It includes about the airline ticket and the accommodation expense. So the duration time that we're going to join in the study trip is around 9 to 10 days during the Songkran festival every year. And we also have like the opportunity for the student who want to explore yourself to study in the other country. So we have like the exchange program that you can see that we have like a lot of the partner university around the world that you can join, and please check about the requirement for each program that may be different from each other. Okay, so this is like the partnership of the university that you can join as an exchange program. For example, University of Florida, University of the North Carolina at Chapel Hill in US, NYU, or even though in the University of New South Wales in Australia, and also Korea University in Korea. Okay, so we don't have just only the study. So we study hard, we play hard. So in our program, you're gonna have a lot of activities. So this is like some activity that you're gonna have in the study trip. We also arrange about the activity in Thailand. You can have a chance to visit some company in Thailand, and also you can have a chance to have like a special guest lecturer and sharing the experience in the class, and also we're gonna have like the friends that you're gonna sharing about the knowledge and experience in the class doing the group project. So this is like the tuition fee for our program. So we have like for Thai student, it's cost around 435,000 baht, and for non-Thai student, it's around 690,000 baht. Okay, and some of the questions you can see in the website, but I can address some questions now. For example, what is the difference between MM and MBA program? So MBA program is just the broad study. So our MM program, we pay attention and focus more on the international business management. Okay, so we're looking forward to seeing you in the program, and we would like you to join our MM family. So thank you so much. Please take care and stay safe. Thank you. ขอบคุณครับ
Thank you very much, Assistant Professor Dr. Tira, and all the alumni featured in the video previously. The Master of Management program is interesting indeed. Before we move on to the next session, I would like to also address once again that the sessions that we'll cover in today's the programs we will cover today will be mainly the social sciences and physical sciences. And so we've covered quite a few programs already. So moving forward until lunch break, we'll cover social sciences. And then in the afternoon, we will cover the Faculty of Sciences and the Faculty of Science and also the Faculty of Engineering. So if you're aiming for that area, well, please stay tuned. And if you are in here and hoping to find some information about arts or education or medicine, I have to inform you that these sessions will be covered tomorrow. So please stay tuned and check out our schedule on our Facebook page. And so, let's carry on. Let's continue with the next faculty. This faculty also gathers many people's interest. It is the Faculty of Economics. This year, we have 2 master's programs to offer. So let's hear about the first program, the Master of Arts in Applied Economics. The program director is here to guide us. Everyone, please welcome Assistant Professor Dr. Jessica Mary Wed-Banyongrat.
Hello, my name is Dr. Jessica Huepanyongrat. I am the chairperson for the Master of Arts program in Applied Economics, the MAAE. Today, I'd like to introduce our new program. This is going to be a new program that will be accepting its first cohort for the August 2022 program. We are an applied economics program, and our goal of the program is to provide a solid foundation in economic theory, a comprehensive toolkit for statistical analysis, and a practical understanding of how economics is applied in the real world. Some of the highlights of the program include the fact that it is a one-year intensive full-time program. Students should be able to finish a master's degree within 1 year with a full-time study. We do study on a trimester schedule running from August until July, meaning that we do study for 12 months straight. We are also an international program that is taught entirely in English by both Thai and international experts. Our courses are taught in 1-month module formats, which allows for students to concentrate on one subject at a time and be able to gain in-depth knowledge within one subject in a very short time period. The design of the program is core, focus, and explore. For the first part of the program, we focus on core economic ideas. We start by building a very strong foundation in economic theory, as well as statistics and basic research methodology. So in our core courses, we include applied microeconomics, applied macroeconomics, applied econometrics, and research methodology. All of these courses are taught by our very experienced faculty in the MAAE program, and working towards taking these theoretical foundations and bringing it into an applied framework. In the second term, students will have the opportunity to gain in-depth knowledge in one of 3 study tracks. Students can choose to study in the International and Economics and Finance track, the Health Economics and Healthcare Management track, or the Labor and Human Resource Economics track. For the Health Economics and Healthcare Management track, this track is grounded in a very unique combination of economics, public health, and management. This is a very unique course to not just Chula, but to Thailand and the region. The courses are really designed to provide a thorough understanding of the healthcare industry and the health system with a view to improving the quality of life of individuals and society at large. The health track courses include policy analysis and evaluation, healthcare systems, financing and socioeconomic development, economic analysis and evaluation of healthcare, and healthcare service management. The teaching faculty for the Health Economics and Healthcare Management study track are seasoned professionals. Our core staff are nationally recognized health economists. The university, Chula University has a very strong group of health economists that contribute to this particular course. All of our professors are also affiliated with the Center of Excellence for Health Economics at Chulalongkorn University, which is a World Health Organization collaborating center for health economics in Southeast Asia. Our instructors also have extensive experience in teaching, research, consultancy services, particularly with the Thai Ministry of Public Health, the Bhutanese government, the Sudanese government, UNDP, WHO, as well as other organizations. We also invite a lot of guest lecturers. This includes professors and academics from top institutions outside of Thailand, as well as professionals that are directly working in the fields of healthcare policy, medicine, pharmacy, and accountancy. For students who choose the Labor and Human Resource Economics track, these courses are designed to introduce students to labor economics as a discipline, also tools for evaluating policies affecting labor markets, and to do a deep dive into current labor market issues. The courses emphasize hands-on labor market situation analysis and problem solving using an economist's toolkit. The labor tracks include policy analysis and evaluation, which is the same course that is in the health track, trying to develop economists who can analyze different policy impacts. Also labor economics, human resource economics, as well as current issues in Thai labor markets. The core teaching staff are taught by top labor economists, researchers here in Thailand who are involved in a lot of very current labor market research and also provide advisory services to government and international organizations. This includes the Thai Ministry of Labor, the International Labor Organization, as well as the Asian Development Bank and the World Bank as well. We also invite many guest lecturers from internationally renowned universities, as well as labor professionals that are involved in business, in government as well. Finally, students have the option of choosing the International Economics and Finance track. And we have many experts that are highly qualified, scholars that are dedicated to this program. And so students are actively exposed to the latest developments in the field and learn how to apply their newly gained knowledge to real-world problems in an international learning environment. The international track includes global financial economics, global trade and investment, global business economics, as well as financial assets and international financial systems. The course teaching staff is our professors at the Faculty of Economics. We have long been known as a very strong program in international economics and finance. We also invite many guest lecturers from top academic institutions outside Thailand, as well as professionals in business and government, and they will share with us their expertise throughout the year. Finally, in the last term, in term 3, students are encouraged to apply their foundational economic knowledge, the analytical skills that they've picked up in terms 1 and terms 2, as well as the focused knowledge from their chosen study track to explore real-world economic problems in specially designed courses and in individual research. We have 2 study tracks. We have an individual study track as well as a thesis track. Those students who choose to do the individual study track will take courses that are special topics courses that are designed to hone those data analytical skills, as well as do further in-depth research into particular topics. And then students all have to complete an individual study project, which is a short research paper on the topic of their choice. For the thesis study track, the students who take this track don't do additional coursework during the 3rd term, but instead do thesis development and thesis writing in close consultation with their thesis advisor. There's many career opportunities for graduates of our program, specifically in health economics and healthcare management. We have health economists, healthcare managers, data analysts, lecturers in researchers in private and governmental and non-governmental organizations. Graduates from the labor and resource economics track, many would become human resource professionals, researchers, labor professionals in private, government and international organizations. And those who graduate from the international economics and finance track find careers in the public sector, multinational businesses, international financial firms, and international organizations. It's easy to apply. We have an online application at our website. We have 2 rounds of applications that we're accepting for this year. The first round is already going, so you can go online and apply right away. And it closes on the 25th of February. We will announce the successful candidates on the 16th of March. For round 2, we have the application period starting February 26th through May 13th, and we'll announce the successful candidates on June 10th. Both rounds of applicants would be starting the program in August of 2022. In terms of application procedures, this program is open to all types of university graduates. You must hold at least a bachelor's degree or the equivalent from an accredited university, with some preference for social science, but we would certainly be interested in students from other faculties as well. Applicants must do an English proficiency exam, the TOEFL or the IELTS and so on. However, if a student has graduated from an English medium program at the bachelor's or master's level already, we will consider you for an exemption, as well as native speakers from the 5 approved countries. Applicants must also provide 2 letters of recommendation, as well as transcripts from your previous study. And those who would like to study Plan B, which is the individual study, need to have at least 1 year of work experience, and you need to demonstrate that in the application. In order to contact us, you can contact us at through our website. We also have Facebook at MA Applied Economics. You can also contact us by phone and talk to Hun Ah, and she will help you get you sorted. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Assistant Professor Dr. Jessica, for introducing us to a very interesting program. If you are interested in joining the Faculty of Economics, and if you're eager to be the first cohort and explore in the area of applied economics, this will be the great place for you. We also have another inquiry coming in requesting information about another programs of economics, which we will also review sooner. Okay, so as mentioned, that is the first master program. The second one we are proud to present is the Master of Arts in Business and Managerial Economics. And in this session, I would like to invite Assistant Professor Dr. Nipit Wongpanya, the Program Director, to lead the session. Please welcome.
Thank you very much. Good morning. My name is Nipit Wongpanya, and the chairperson of the Master of Arts in Business and Managerial Economics, or MABE program. The world is changing faster than ever before. To adapt to a rapidly changing world, the fundamental alignment between business and economics is needed. With nearly 20 years experience, so our program provides students with a firm understanding of core business and economic theories at the same time, providing the practical skills that are essential to applying business and economics reasoning in our increasingly changing world. Then why our program, right? So highly qualified lecturers from both academic and professionals in various fields from several domestic and foreign universities, and courses that provide necessary knowledge in both economics and business management topics, regularly updated to reflect rapid changes in economics and business environment, right, in both domestic and global scale, right. MABE provides a flexible program structure, so we offer full-time programs and part-time programs. And this outline of the present today, we're going to have a look at program structure, student activities, and important notes for students. This program structures, we can look at the core and elective courses, program structure, study plan, and the options on thesis and non-thesis options. Right. And for full-time, right? For full-times, 1 year. So we got 1 year full-time programs. This have 3 terms, 36 credits. For thesis core courses, so we have 8 core courses, total 24 credits. For non-thesis students, 8 courses, 24 credits. And for non-thesis, students must take elective courses, 3 courses, or 9 credits. And then individual study, 1 course or 3 credits. For thesis students, they have to take 8 courses, 8 core courses, and plus thesis. And thesis, in total, for thesis, 12 credits. And for part-time programs, that would be 2 years, 2 years, 6 terms, and again, in total, 36 credits. Have a look at full-time thesis options. So the first terms take 4 core courses. Second term, 3 core courses and 1 elective course. And the third term, students focus on thesis. That would be 12 credits. And 1 course might have to be taken if necessary for the students. For full-time non-thesis option, first term 4 core courses. Second term, 3 core courses and 1 elective course. For the third term, students take 1 core course, 2 elective courses, and students have must to do individual study and then take the comprehensive exam. This is the for part-time, right? Part-time students, part-time programs, part-time thesis option. So 2 years programs, so first year and second year. So first year, first term, actually the whole year, the first year take 6 core courses, right? And then second year, first term take 1 core course, second term another 1 core course, and third term take a thesis. And for part-time non-thesis option, right? Part-time non-thesis option, first term, second term, the third term in the first years, take 6 core courses, and the second years, first term, second term, take 1 core course, 1 elective course, another 1 core course, and then take individual study. And the third term, right, take 2 elective courses plus student must pass the comprehensive exam. Right, so let's look at the our core courses provided for the students. And so we got advanced academic theory 1, this microeconomics, advanced microeconomics, and advanced economic theory 2, that would be the advanced in macroeconomics and the quantitative methods and economic analysis. So this is the like econometrics. And then we have cost and financial analysis, economics of production and marketing, economics of human resource management, money and finance, financial management in economic development, economics of international business management. You can see that we have the mix, between economics and business field. Again, core courses, 8 core courses, in total 24 credits. Right? And this is our elective courses that offer to our students. Students can choose research method and workshop in business and managerial economics, project evaluation, project feasibility analysis, economics of risk management, international financial and investment theory, entrepreneurial strategic management, and management consulting or game theory, and managerial application. And this is some of our invited lecturers, from across the world, from Italy, from Singapore, from Switzerland, right? From Thailand, from Germany. So this is an example of some of our invited lecturers. For the thesis option, what student must to do, right? Student find the topic, notify the office, MAB office, MAB assigned advisors and committees, and then register in CUI thesis websites, prepare and defend the thesis proposal, make a presentation at a seminar, prepare and defend the thesis, and then finalize the thesis and upload to the iThesis websites. And then for non-thesis option, student must do individual study. So this is the a group of research focusing on selected business firms. This is compulsory, right? Students must participate in all academic activities throughout the trip. We're going to take the student to do the field trip to visit the firms, either in domestic firms or overseas firms, and then students come back and to write the report, individual study. And this example, this is individual study for full-time domestic field trip. And we went to, many places, many provinces, across country, across Thailand. This is some of the examples of the individual studies. Students, we divide students into the groups, and one firms per group, and then students come back and write individual study, write the research about the firms they visited. And yeah, this again another examples of pictures for overseas field trip. We went to Italy, Switzerland, Germany, England, in Japan, many places, around the world. And then again, students select the firms, right, and come back and write the research about the firms. Right? This is for part-time, right, domestic field trip in part-time. This in Thailand, right, domestic field trip. And this is the overseas field trip example for part-time students. And if students decide to do non-thesis option, they have to do individual studies and come back and write the research about the firms they visited. So either domestic or foreign or overseas firms, and then they have to pass the comprehensive exam, right? And the comprehensive exams composed of two steps. So one student must pass written examinations. And after they pass written examination, they have to pass oral examinations. So a lot of work after, come back from the field trip and write the research on about the firms, and they must pass the comprehensive exams as well, right? And this is just the activities of our students. We have the first and the last orientation. This is the activity before the COVID-19 pandemic. After 2019. All activities has been cancelled, and we're going to resume our student activities again, hopefully this academic year. And this is just some of the pictures of the first and the last orientation. We've got a sport day, right? Sport days we have the activity among students in Faculty of Economics, in other programs, other master programs. To get together, to know each other, to share, right, knowledge with each other. And they get together party, right after they finish. So we, with other programs in, our faculties, so we have get together party for them, to congratulate them, right. And yes, we have the special lectures every year. Our programs during November, we got special lectures. We have a cooperation with Nomura Securities, and every year during in November, so we had the special lectures. And last November, again, since we have the COVID-19 situation was not stable yet, then we decided to have the special lectures. Again, with Nomura Securities, the guest speakers, are from Nomura Securities, but they were not in the same place. One in Japan, one in Singapore, right? One in Hong Kong, and then so because with the online, then we can so with the technology, we can have the special lectures, even though guest speakers they're not in the same place. And this is the special lectures online session for our program, right? And so we have support and facilities, library resources, this is all the Chula's facilities, right, to support students. Electronic journals database, and students can do some research on, right, looking for the information, the previous research, right, to help them to do research. So either thesis or non-thesis, or individual studies. Then again, so we have internet access. Then we've got economic documentation and information center. Right, there's important notes for students. The application period. So we have 3 application periods. The student can submit the applications. The first round from February 1st to March 13. Second round March 14 to April 17. And then the third round April 18 to May 15. Right, and then we're gonna announce the results, final results in June 3rd. Yeah, and we have the first meeting with the students to introduce the program to the students, welcome students in June the 5th. Again, so this is important because all the course taught entirely in English, then English proficiency test is important. So applicants who have not fulfilled an English proficiency requirements are required to take an English proficiency test, and get at least a minimum score, right, as announced by the program. Right? And then student could take the UTEP, TOEFL, paper-based, internet-based, or IELTS, and intensive courses. Because we are aware that our students come from different backgrounds. Then we strongly recommend that students could take our intensive courses, right, to have enough, sufficient knowledge before get to the core courses or to the program. Right, the applicants who do not have strong background in economics and or econometrics are strongly advised to take appropriate intensive courses. And we offer 3 intensive courses, right? 1, Introduction to Econometrics, Microeconomics, and Macroeconomics. Yeah, the details for intensive course, the student can have a look at the link below. And again, for foreign applicants visa application, foreign applicants outside Thailand, the university now requires a proof of COVID-19 vaccination from foreign applications before they can come to study in our university. Consequently, a foreign application must submit such a proof to our MABE program for approval before a visa application documents will be issued. And this is again for foreign applicants that already in Thailand. Right? Applicants who just finished their study in Thailand must contact the International Affairs Office, Faculty of Economics, right? And for detail on how to extend student visa to continue student study at Chulalongkorn University. And the details is on the website, as below. Right. Then the first terms, study this year. Hopefully, we're gonna have the on-site. Then we put on-site lecture. Then the MABE's first classes will begin at very early August 2022. And then a study in the first term, we put in the schedule that we're gonna have the on-site. On-site. We have the lecture in campus. This contract, right? Contract. We have a look at the contract address. Again, Faculty of Economics, Chulalongkorn University. Yes, email. Student can email to mabe@chula.ac.th. Right. Student could visit our website and Facebook as well. Thank you very much for attention.
Thank you very much, Assistant Professor Dr. Nipit, for introducing us to an interesting program. Well, so far a lot of programs are very interesting indeed, and right now we are way past the halfway for the morning sessions, and so we have a few more programs to cover under social sciences field. Kindly note that the following programs will fall under the Faculty of Law, Architecture, and College of Population Studies. So if you're aiming for these programs, do stay tuned. Before lunch, we will cover all these programs. And also kindly take note that before lunchtime, we would also have information regarding scholarships provided. So if you're having a question regarding this topic, do stay until the end of the morning session. All right, so let's move on to the next program on the list. We have the Master of Laws in Business Law. Joining us today is lecturer Dr. Lecturer Dr. Piti Iamjamrulab, the Program Director. Please welcome.
My name is Piti Iamjamrulab. I am the Director of the LM Business Law International Program. You are warmly welcome to our program. To give you a bit of the history of our program. Our program was established in 1997. It is the first international law program in Thailand, and it was initiated in partnership with our international partners. For example, University of Victoria in Canada, Kyushu University from Japan, and it means that you have a chance to learn with our full-time lecturers and visiting professors from our partner universities and other universities that we do have collaboration with. Interestingly, in order to make sure that our students will gain practical knowledge of law and to understand law in action, meaning that you can't just learn from textbook. There's something you need to learn from practitioners. Therefore, some of our courses will be taught by legal practitioners, including leading lawyers from top law firms, judges, for example. And sometimes we're going to invite a speaker from the business sector to give you some insightful information about the business. And I think it will be very useful for you and also your research. And to obtain the degree from our program, 36 credits must be earned, and you can choose either a 1-year track or the 2-year track. Let me explain it a bit. So the 1 year, we call it the non-thesis track. You're going to spend 1 year from August to August. 10 coursework will be needed, and you are required to submit independent research paper. This is 6 credit. So together with coursework, in total 36 credit, and you're going to need to take a comprehensive examination before graduation. So basically, coursework, paper, and comprehensive examination to graduate, and this is the 1-year program. Alternatively, for those who want to stay a little bit longer with us and want to spend more time conducting research, it may be more appropriate for you to choose the thesis track. You're going to spend 2 years with us, and the same way for a student in the non-thesis track, coursework will be needed, but you don't need to take the comprehensive examination. You're going to spend the 2nd year just to write your thesis, and your thesis will be 12 credit. Okay, so the paper and then coursework. And at the end of the year, normally we're going to have like rehearsal, and you're going to have a chance to do some practicing before the real submission of the paper. So both students from the non-thesis track and the thesis track are going to have a chance to practice before the real examination. Our courses typically include the following courses: security regulation, tax planning or advanced tax planning, advanced labor law, law of international commercial transactions, legal research methodology for business law. So as mentioned earlier, you need to write a paper, and that's why we think that research methodology is very important for you. Law relating to corporate crime, contract negotiation, professional practice for lawyer, or we call it internship. It will be a good chance for those of you who are interested in gaining some practical experience doing short internship in Thailand. So we try our best to match you with the working place that you're interested in and those having the internship program in Thailand. Transnational law, theory and practice, business and investment law in ASEAN countries. So this is the course that will be taught by leading practitioners from ASEAN countries. So you're not just learning Thai law, but you can gain legal perspective from ASEAN country. So you can view our program as a springboard to other ASEAN countries. Lastly, advanced intellectual property law. So these are courses that we normally offer to our students. And I think it is the time to give you a little bit more of the teaching information. We are the full-time program. Okay, so we're going to have classes during the daytime, so not in the evening. Each class consists of 3 hours, 5 days a week, but depending on availability of the instructor. And normally the class will be held Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. and in the afternoon, 1 a.m. until 4 p.m. And there will be breaks, okay? And as I mentioned earlier, it depends. And during the COVID-19 outbreak situation, the teaching time may be slightly different depending on availability of the instructor and the time zone. For example, if you cannot fly to Thailand, maybe the time will be adjusted to match everyone, okay? So to give you a little bit more of the information about online teaching, we try our best to make it on site, but I think safety is the top priority, meaning that if the COVID-19 situation is not getting better, we're going to have the classes to be conducted online. Furthermore, for the information about admission, for those who are non-native speaker of English, everyone must submit English proficiency score. So let me give you a little bit of the information for TOEFL IBT. 79 of IBT score is needed. For IELTS, it is 6.0. For CUTEP, it is 80. Okay, and if you didn't achieve, you can't achieve the minimum number of the English proficiency score, there's a chance that you're going to get conditional offer. So, but what I want to emphasize is that you need to submit the English proficiency score to the admission before they allow you to get the interview. And something interesting, each year, the program may award Faculty of Law scholarship. So in addition to other available scholarship from the university for the central administration of the university, the faculty may award a scholarship. So you may apply for this scholarship as well, but depending on the application and the interview and your need. Okay, so what I want to emphasize that it is a good chance for you to apply for this scholarship. In summary, I think we can call our program the degree of substance. Then you're going to have a chance to learn law from international perspective, from ASEAN perspective, together with classmates from all over the world. Not just Thai students, there will be friends from other countries joining you in the classes. I'm looking forward to see you in the classroom. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Lecturer Dr. Piti, for introducing us to the Master of Laws in Business Law program. It is another interesting program. I've been repeating this for so many times, but you can't deny that every program so far has been very interesting. And so, another program that I am personally interested in is the Master of Science in Urban Strategies from the Faculty of Architecture. And in this event, I would like everyone to meet the program coordinator, Ms. Nachanida Kongkhunchan. Please welcome.
สวัสดีค่ะ Hello everyone. My name is Nachanida Kongkhunchan, a staff from Faculty of Architecture. Today, I'm going to talk to you about Master of Science in Urban Strategies, or CUMUS, Chulalongkorn University. Department of Urban and Regional Planning, CUURP. My presentation will be in 3 parts. Firstly, I'm going to look at CUMUS. Then, I'm going to talk to you about curriculum. Finally, I'm going to look at how to admission. Why you have to choose CUMUS? As we are in the age of rapid urbanization, many cities around the world are faced with complex challenges that require strategic mode of thinking and new tools to address such complexity. CUMUS aims to foster graduates who will help shape future cities to be more livable, sustainable, resilient, and equitable. Strategically situated in the heart of Bangkok, the city also lends itself as a testing ground for hands-on learning, a live laboratory that is undergoing socio-economic and technological transformations, and a relevant case study to various other nations facing similar challenges. Next, let's get to know more about CUMUS. CUMUS is a one-year interdisciplinary master degree program offered by the Department of Urban and Regional Planning, Chulalongkorn University or CUURP. We welcome students from around the world with any academic and professional background who are interested in urban issues and are searching for a potential solution. Our program combines interactive lectures and studio-based classrooms where students are encouraged to share, demonstrate, and compare concepts and ideas using real cases in Thailand and beyond. CUMUS and CUURP. CUURP continues to play its prominent role in the field of city development and planning in Thailand, both academically and professionally. CUURP Center of Excellence in Urban Strategies or CEUS is a combination of our research lab and practice centers led by our faculty members and alumni. With CUURP and CEUS as our platforms, CUMUS provides a unique learning experience that combines much-needed theories and pragmatism for their future practice as city strategists. Curriculum. Throughout the one-year program, CUMUS offers a blend between theoretical grounding as well as tools for future implementations. We strive to provide a student-centric and interactive education, where lectures go hand in hand with studio-based classrooms and real-life implication. The learning processes are facilitated by our faculty members who have extensive experience in teaching, research, consultancy, and advocacy in Thailand and abroad. The studios are based on real cases in Bangkok and other cities in Thailand to provide opportunity for further in-depth investigation. Specific skills indispensable for developing urban projects are also emphasized, including data analytics, institutional analysis, strategic foresight, city branding and marketing, finance, and project management. Students are encouraged to work collaboratively in actual projects with partner organizations in Thailand or other countries of interest. Through such collaboration, students will gain first-hand experience in applying the knowledge and skills learned in classroom to real-world implementation. We have separated our curriculum into 3 semesters in 1 year. We have semester 1, semester 2, and the last semester is summer semester. In the first semester, students are required to take 4 foundational courses and an urban strategies workshop, all of which will provide basic knowledge and skill necessary for the development of urban strategies. So, in the semester 1, you have to study 5 courses. First is Urban Theories, Urban Strategies, Seminar on Urban Strategies, Skill in Urban Strategies, and the last one is Urban Strategies Workshop 1. During the second semester, in addition to thesis preparation and Urban Strategies Workshop 2, students may choose up to concentration of their interest at your elective course. CUMUS offer the following specialization: Urban Development and Mobility, Urban Living and Livelihoods, Urban Regeneration, or Urban Security and Resilience. All of these are offered as elective courses. Once all coursework is completed, students will write their master thesis on their topic of interest as well as of relevance to their chosen concentrations during the 2-month semester. Now, I would like to look at how to admission. This is applicant qualifications. First, applicant must hold a bachelor degree or is a bachelor student about to graduate within 3 months. Next, applicant must be proficient in English, and other qualifications are as announced by Chulalongkorn University's Office of Graduate School and the Department of Urban and Regional Planning. About the second applicant qualification, applicant must be proficient in English as I mentioned before. Applicant has received a minimum score of one of the following standardized tests: CUTEP minimum score of 75, TOEFL IBT minimum score of 80, equivalent to TOEFL CBT 213 or TOEFL PBT 550. IELTS minimum overall score of 6. All applicants hold a bachelor degree or equivalent from country with English as official language. For the list of the countries, please check on our website. Applicant receive his or her bachelor degrees or equivalent from an English program that the Office of the Civil Service Commission has certified. For the list of countries and institutions, please check on our website. Applicant who has received scholarship from Chulalongkorn University may be exempted from providing English proficiency test score. However, the applicant must receive an agreement from the program's board of directors and must have passed or must take an English language class provided by the university. This is the application schedule. We are going to open for round 1 applications during February 1st, 2022 to March 31st, 2022, and we are going to open for round 2 applications during April 1st, 2022 to May 2022. Please visit Office of Graduate School website for apply. This is our program's tuition and other fees. Thai students must pay in total for 198,875 baht, and international students must pay in total for 359,940 baht. Please visit our website for more information, www.cuurp.org. And if you have any question, please do not hesitate to contact us via email cuurp.mus@chula.ac.th. Thank you all for listening. It was a pleasure being here today. ขอบคุณค่ะ
Thank you, Ms. Nachanida, for sharing the information about the program. Like, the Faculty of Architecture is actually offering a very interesting program in tackling urbanization, which is a problem that we should be focusing on. Another issues that we are interested in nowadays, I would have to say that deals with the next program. This deals with population management, human development, and this, if you're interested in, you will be interested in listening to the next introduction of the College of Population Studies and the Master of Arts program in Population Policy and Human Development. Everyone, if you are ready, please welcome Assistant Professor Dr. Rattiya Phulaor, Vice Dean of College of Population Studies.
High birth rate and poverty, low birth rate and low population quality, getting old before getting rich, demographic imbalance, rapid and severe increase in number of elderly, a continual decrease in the population of working age, skills mismatch between labor supply and demand, large influx of migrant workers, human security and the ASEAN community. At the College of Population Studies, we care to find the answers and solutions. In 1966, Professor Dr. Visit Prachuapmok conducted research which concluded that it was imperative for Thailand to learn more about population planning before it was too late. This led to the establishment of the College of Population Studies at Chulalongkorn University, whose objective has been to study population-related issues and pass on its findings to the responsible agencies at the national level for the betterment of the Thai society. Human resources are the key variable when it comes to a nation's development, which is why accurate population analyses are crucial for Thailand's policy setting. The College of Population Studies conducts a large range of studies related to fertility, mortality, migration, urbanization, reproductive health, labor, public health, environment, education, and human resource development. Thailand is an aging society in which the number of the elderly is increasing rapidly, and the linkage between researchers and policymakers is even more crucial. The College of Population Studies has continuously provided its expertise to government agencies, creating a solid foundation for the setting of national policies and measures to deal with an aging society.
Hi everyone, my name is Assistant Professor Dr. Rattiya Phulaor. I'm the Vice Dean for the College of Population Studies. It's really my pleasure to be here introducing you our important program, which is the Master of Art in Population Policy and Human Development. As you can see from the video that the College of Population Studies has played a key role in the social and demographic science. We established in 1966 as a Population Research and Training Center, and we have been contributing to produce highly qualified graduates with the knowledge, skill, and intricately to contribute to society, especially that's in line to the sustainable development. We are actively work on many projects and research. For example, monitoring and evaluations of their national plan, which is the national level. We also work at the regional level with JICA and or other donors and fundings, as well as working at the global level with the UN expert group. For example, the UN expert group meeting that we had just recently established and organized regarding population aging, trying to bridge research and policy, which is the collaboration with other universities and demographic network, as well as the UN organizations. So, what is MA PopDev? MA PopDev is a program that being designed to focus on key issues in policy on population and human development. And for that, those who graduate from MA PopDev can work in various fields, including those on the social policies, implementations, to the monitoring and evaluation on social-related issues. And there's numbers of reasons why students choose MA PopDev, because, first of all, we are the first master program in Thailand aiming to provide a top-notch knowledge in demography that apply to population policies and human development. This one involves interdisciplinary approach, ranging from theoretical to practical perspectives. And the students learn, and during the course, we will have various opportunities for them to involve in class learning, as well as the practical learnings through policy sandboxes and policy labs. And we also have number of researchers that the students can actually involve in the policy development. And the program duration is not long. It's just 1 year program, which is the tri-semester system, starting from August and end in July next year. Each semester lasts approximately 15 weeks. And students are required to complete their coursework in the first 2 semesters before having the thesis proposal on independent study defense and around the second semesters, so that students can work on their own interest. In order to apply, there are numbers of plans for you to choose. Plan 1, the applicants must have the English language qualifications as stated by the graduate school and a bachelor degrees in any field, so that you can ensure that for those who have various interest or have the background in other fields can be able to join. And we also have plan 2 that, of course, we need the a certain English language qualifications, but we also insist that those who graduated from bachelor degree in any field can join us and be able to contribute to the field of knowledge, as well as those who are currently working in government, private, or non-profit organizations or any organizations, and at least 1 year of working experience in related field. It would contribute more on the policy applications and more discussion in the class. And they have a numbers of courses for you to choose. For core courses, of course, there's a need to study population studies and policy and fundamental demographic analysis, public economics and policy, interdisciplinary approach in policy development, data for policy development and implementation, as well as an innovative design and evaluation policy. And we also have a numbers of elective courses for those who might have the various interests or issues to be explored. For example, the population dynamics and longevity society, or even the science, technology, and sustainable society. So just ensure that we have the integrative courses that could provide to the linkages at the sustainable development being a key issue in our society. have a number of guest lecturers and visiting scholars from various countries. For those who might want to have more information on our program, please feel free to contact us. We have various contact channels, including telephone, email, website, and Facebook. And we are waiting for you to come, and we'll really welcome you. So after this session, we'll have Professor Sergey to suggest and advise how important of policy and linkages to the demography, as well as the previous students have been providing insightful of the program. Don't forget, we are waiting for you. Thank you very much.
I am currently in Austria. I'm working at the International Institute for Applied Systems Analysis in the World Population Program. I'm also director of demographic analysis of Wittgenstein Center, also here in Vienna, which is one of the top organizations or structures in European demography. Policies are important simply because population affects everything. Population size, population composition affects everything. It affects socio-economic development, environmental system, social security system, food production, food distribution, water, even water supply, energy consumption. It basically affects healthcare systems, pollution of environment. Everything is affected by population. So population is linked to everything, and population is extremely interdisciplinary subject. Only professionals in a field can really see what might be the consequences of a particular policy. Demography is maybe very complicated science because there are very many so-called counterintuitive behaviors that we think if we do something, that the system or population will react in a particular way, but it may react in completely different way. So to understand why this or another policy should be taken, people should really, or decision makers should really be informed by professionals in the field of demography. And that's exactly where the new program is focused on, basing their policies on a very deep, sophisticated demographic analysis.
Learning by different adjuncts from both in the college and from international. So that I think it would help me to develop my profession in a way, and also with the reputation of Chulalongkorn University and with the and as the College of Population Studies is the first ranked of the country. So I do believe in its qualities in order to help me to better contribute in these areas.
I learned to learn new things. To learn a population is to know more about our roots as a human being. I would say CPS chose me as student here in Chulalongkorn University. As everyone knows that Chulalongkorn University is like the first university in Thailand and also top ranked 50 of Asian.
I believe that the lecturer here would help me to achieve my research on the population.
It's valuable to turn it to this point. Like, I'm in a challenging situation where I have a difficulty to tackle, I might say, but the officers at the college are so supportive for me, and they are proactively tackle the problem that I have in order to help me to cross over all the impediments that I have to do in both daily basis as the student here and as well as in the academic perspective.
I can feel that all the lecturers here making sure the knowledge are appropriately delivered every time they conduct the online class.
So after the graduation as the postgraduate students in this program, I actually plan to continue working in the area because what I have learned here to what I have as my experience is potentially aligned in the context. So, but what I would do differently in the area of my work is that I will apply like the concepts that I've learned here into my implementation as a policymakers of the company or of an organization, so that to prevent some policy implication error in the business world, I would be so willing to facilitate or to contribute in the advocacies that the College of Populations involved in order to help uplift the standard or qualities in our societies and of course our country respectively. So that would bring me about.
People who understand the dynamic of population can adapt their knowledge into many fields, like, for example, the marketing research or social research. At the College of Population Studies at Chulalongkorn University, there are many lecturers that are expert in the field of the study. I believe that the lecturer here would help me to achieve my research on the population to cope with the problem in aging population in Thailand. Needless to say about the quality of education here in Chulalongkorn University. But during the COVID-19 pandemic, College of Population Studies forced to shift from offline class to online class. I can feel that all the lecturers here making sure the knowledge are appropriately delivered every time they conduct the online class.
As everyone knows that Chulalongkorn University is like the first university in Thailand and also like top 50 ranks in Asia. The program is only 1 year, but trust me, fruitful of knowledge for sure. I'm so glad that I'm a being student in here because like professors are helped me a lot to get through like the online course, and professors are so kind, and I'm looking forward for you to come and join me as like student, as a classmate, as a friend, as a family here in CPS Chulalongkorn.
Thank you very much for the introduction to the Thank you very much for the introduction to the College of Population Studies. The information here is actually a lot, and we've met the Vice Dean of College, and we also hear from the alumni themselves. So if you're interested in becoming a part of the college, or if you're interested in joining this community, this is definitely one of the programs you should consider. However, if you are actually considering, but then also have financial issues to think about, then I would suggest that you will stay tuned until the end of the morning session, because upcoming are the scholarship programs. So let me bring you to the scholarships for international students that Chulalongkorn University has to provide, which I think many of you are keen to apply, and I really encourage you to. So starting with the Second Century Fund Office. For this, they offer C2F PhD and conducting research abroad scholarships. And then for more information, I would like to introduce you to Associate Professor Dr. Withaya Kunsomboon, the Director of the Second Century Fund Office, and Ms. Duangporn Raksat, the Assistant Director. Please welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, so this morning I heard that you are listening to many programs in Chulalongkorn University for the international program, and now is the time for you to understand that we have a kind of support from Chulalongkorn University. because Chula University is moving to a research university that teach. So we are not only teach, but we want international students and students to come to study, which are conducting a research. So Chulalongkorn University provide the scholarship. In this session, I and Ms. Dongporn will introduce you the objective of the funding scholarship and the type of funding, and also we're talking about criteria, commitment that you have to provide after you're getting scholarship. And the last one, we're going to talk about opportunity after a graduate PhD in Chulalongkorn University. The first one that I want to mention is about the objective of the funding. We got the money from our property, land property, Chulalongkorn, from a shopping center like Mabun Krong. So we can spend this money for the objective of the research university that teach, which is number one is to produce the future leader, make the impactful research and innovation. And the last one is the making society good in terms of sustainability. So in particular for this session, I would like to talk to you as the international student, and also if Thai students join, you can know that this scholarship is not limited to the international student, but you can have this scholarship too. So my presentation, the next slide, we want to say that in this particular scholarship, you can come in many areas, starting from number one is engineer and science. And graduate school, this morning I heard that you listen to the multidisciplinary in music, in cultural management, and many kinds of multidisciplinary. This study is under the graduate school. And then we have the health science, like veterinary, medicine, allied health science, pharmacy, dental, and various of the subjects. You can see the number of the scholarship that we support nowadays. On the left-hand side is 316 and come from 20 countries. And we have Chulalongkorn University who are going to be mentor. Now is 203 people who support. So if you come to this program, you have to find advisor at the college and faculty, about the 14 college and faculty. So if you ask me what kind of subject or disciplinary, it doesn't matter if you can find the mentor who support you, and it's not limited to the country. Right now you can see starting Thailand, and then Indonesia, Vietnam, Pakistan, India. This morning I met some from Iran, I met some from India to come to get the scholarship. So the next slide will present to you what kind of funding that we're going to support. We're going to support for the PhD program, which 3 years, 5 years, and we're going to support the going to abroad 6 months to study abroad. And in the detail, I would ask Kun Dongporn to talk about the detail, and we come up later to talk again.
Yes, thank you, Ajahn Vidya, for the introduction. So, in this session, I would like to introduce you to know the postgraduate scholarship that we offer to the PhD students. So, for our CTF PhD student, the scholarship is open 2 rounds in a year. And for the going abroad scholarship, it's tied to, if you have to receive the CTF PhD student first, you have to be our grantee first, and then you will be eligible to apply for the going abroad scholarship as well. So I will go in the detail for each scholarship. And if you have a question, you can type it in the chat box, and our team will reply to you, or you maybe send the question afterwards. And okay, for CTF PhD scholarship, actually this is the short name that we call, actually the long name is the high potential PhD students. So you can see that we have two modes of the granting. The first one is for a master degree holders, the applicants who has a master degree, and the second one is the 5 years continuing course for a bachelor degrees holder who apply for the PhD program. So the eligibility is quite same. It just depends on the grade GPACs that you apply. For the PhD master degree holders, I will call shortly as 3 years program. You just need to have the your GPAC has to be 3.5, and then the most important thing is that you need to find your advisor, as Professor Vidya recommended. It means that when you want to apply this scholarship, it means that you cannot apply alone. You need to apply under the recommendations of your advisor who fit the criteria of the city as well. And for PhD, like 5 years program, you need to have 3.5. For if your university is in the top 500 in the QS or THE ranking, world ranking, and then for more than that, you can see the details that we offer here. And in the case that you are working, so you can still apply, but you need to have a letter for leave, study leave to commit the full time, because this scholarship is not, we need you to commit full time. Why you need to commit full time, we will introduce you later. For the granting, you can see that we pay for your tuition. We pay for the monthly stipend, which is the competitive stipend that we pay. And we can say that it's one of the top scholarship in Thailand that offer the monthly stipend in this high rate for 30,000 baht per month. And for the foreigner student, we pay for the accommodation fee for CUI house if you apply here. And for, this is for 3 years program, but 5 years program is just different in the mode of the payments for the monthly stipend, because the first 2 years you will receive like 20,000 baht, but the next 3 years you will receive 30,000 baht. It's quite really interesting and very competitive one.
So the CUI house is a like dormitory of Chulalongkorn University for the international, like a hub for the international student, right?
Yes, exactly. And they have many accommodation, many facilities that provide to the convenience for the international communities of the Chulalongkorn University. Even though it's lecturers and students and researchers, we are trying to adopt the university trying to adopt the international community over there as well. So we encourage our grantees to stay at the iHouse.
So if you got this grant, very convenient for you, because you can come to Chulalongkorn immediately with the resident or accommodation.
Yes.
So it's very convenient.
Yes.
So the next one is you're talking about the commitment, right?
Yes, the commitment. This is we pay for you to. Actually, this scholarship is like, we think that you are a researcher. You are a team player with your supervisor. You work together to produce the high quality research. So the commitment of the CTF PhD student gonna be the top 10. I mean, you need to produce the top 10 top 10 article, research article in the journal.
What is mean by top 10%?
I mean, it's in the international. We have the international database for the academic journal. So it means that even you are if you are in the field of science, you need to publish in your own area, the top 10% in any journal in your own area. That is we call tier 1. Or top 10 article within 3 years. But if you are a social science student, you only at least you have to publish in top 25% of the journal ranking in your area.
So it's Q1.
Yes, we call that Q1.
Q1, okay.
But for 5 years program, 5-year program, you need to publish 2 publications. It means like addition one more. Papers more than the 3 years recipients.
So this is something that we introduce to you as one who be applicant of the international program, and you must understand about eligibility, the support and the commitment that you have to provide to our program, our C2F, the Second Century Fund. One thing that I would like to ask Khun Dongporn to elaborate more is that how can the applicant can find advisor in Chulalongkorn? And advisor is need the track record, right?
Yes, exactly, because your application will be invalid without a mentor or a supervisor. So you may find, we have in the Chulalongkorn University website, they have the part that introduced to our researcher and our lecturer in Chulalongkorn University for every faculties, and the database is quite well. That is in website, Chulalongkorn University website, and as well as in a research website of research.chula.ac.th that you can find. You can type there and you can find the mentor, the lecturer who fit within your interesting area of research, and then you may contact him or contact her directly and discuss with him and talk to him, and you can talk to him or her, and if you fit in and you wanted to apply, you can told the professor to yes, you can come to apply to this scholarship.
So specify your area and then maybe put in the Google and put Chulalongkorn University and matching between the area subject and Chulalongkorn may find some professor, and then you can use her or his or her name to find more in the published article domain.
We recommend that if you can see your the professor that you are interested to working with, if he or she has a tier 1 publication. If they are corresponding author, they have Q1 paper, you have a lot of chance to eligible into our scholarship as well.
So the next opportunity, not only to get the grant, but the student can have opportunity to go to conduct a study abroad.
Yes, but this one is quite competitive one, and because of during the COVID, we haven't released this scholarship much. But anyway, before you want to apply for this scholarship, you have to be a C2F PhD student first, as I mentioned, and the granting of funding will pay for 300,000 baht. At least you need to conduct research abroad 6 months, but the area of the collaboration, how special, how outstanding of this research and other scholarship, would you please tell us, Ajahn?
Yeah.
The collaborations, how different between this scholarship and other scholarship, the outstanding is that?
Because Chulalongkorn University need collaborative with allied university, like the top university in the world. So we want to enhance you are as a student and the researcher to work with the professor by a co-advisor or co-researcher in the top 100 world university ranking. And before the professor applied to the C2F, they already mentioned that they have connection with Harvard, Hopkins, many famous universities around the world, Oxford, Cambridge. So you have opportunity if you work with the professor who have connection, you can go there. And now we send about 10 already because of COVID, so not too many. But right now we can have more.
Yes.
And the outcome of this, you have to publish with the professor, not only in Chulalongkorn University, but the advisor from the country that we work with.
Yes. So this is very interesting and bring a lot of opportunities for the career, the academic development for the student as well. Right. So what next, Ajahn? What is the opportunities
this is the last one that we want to mention to you, that coming to university, Chulalongkorn University is not limitation to study, but you can see in this chart that you can starting from a PhD, and then you can have postdoctoral degree after you graduate. And also in Chulalongkorn, if you don't want to go to anywhere, we have a room for researcher, fast track, and also the faculty. So don't think only to come to Chulalongkorn just for the PhD, but think about the future. We are looking forward to working with you.
Yes. Okay. We just briefly introduction for our scholarship. In case if you have any question, you can ask us.
Yeah, in the chat box.
Yes, in the chat box, we have a staff to apply. And if in case you need to know more details about the scholarship, So where can we get in touch, Ajahn? Could you
Yeah.
please recommend?
We can have like Facebook, we can have like email, we can come to website, and also you can come to visit our office at the first floor of Jamjuli 2 building. We are welcome all of you to come to Chulalongkorn University, and we think that you are one of the driver for our research university that teach.
ค่ะ
All right, thank you, Associate Professor Dr. Witaya and Ms. Duangporn from the Second Century Fund Office. Now that is very interesting. Again, if you're interested in joining the master and the postgraduate programs, what you will have to admit is that you will have to go through the process of writing like research and working on the research. And so to be able to get the support, the kind support from Chulalongkorn University for your research is definitely one of the great opportunity. So I really hope that you consider this program. But we also have more scholarships to provide. But before we get there, let me briefly introduce you to the afternoon sessions, because actually the afternoon sessions, we deal with most of the physical sciences program. And if you notice, physical sciences programs actually require a lot of physical researches. And if you have just listened to the C2F fund, you'll be interested in that, right? And so that will be very useful. So if you're interested, what is coming up in this afternoon would be the Petroleum and Petrochemical College, as well as the graduate school for the interdisciplinary program. For example, nanoscience technology, or hazardous substance and environmental management. So these are just a glimpse of what is waiting for you in the afternoon. But before we jump straight to the physical sciences, let's hear more about the scholarship opportunities that Chulalongkorn University has to provide. Now, allow me to introduce the Office of Academic Affairs, which offers the ASEAN and non-ASEAN scholarships. Please welcome Dr. Pattarachat Gomunkiti, Acting Director, Office of the Academic Affairs.
Hi, good morning and good afternoon from everywhere in the world. My name is Pattarachat Gomunkiti. I'm currently the Acting Director of the Academic Affairs of Chulalongkorn University, and I would like to welcome all of you to find your opportunity in studying for postgraduate at Chulalongkorn University, because right now we are offering a scholarship, even though the name may sound confusing to you because it says ASEAN and non-ASEAN. So practically, it implies that any applicants from around the world, simply excluding Thailand, are eligible for this, right? So of course, initially we try to emphasize those who are coming from our regions, okay? So coming from countries around us, we try to emphasize that. But of course, we open this opportunity to someone else around the world as well. Doesn't matter where you are from. If you're from some other Asia country, some Africa, Europe, or even Americas, we are supporting all of this to you. If you just joined us a moment ago, you may have listened to the scholarships about the support from C2F, which means that they are trying to support you for the research functions that you have to pursue, especially for the PhD programs. But for this kind of scholarship, we emphasize different things. We actually want to welcome all the applicants from other countries to come to Chula, to experience what Chula has to offer to you, and to make sure that you have the best education for the postgraduate as much as possible. So the objective of the scholarships is to try to bring you to Chula, to allow you to have the study at Chula at the postgraduate level, to make sure that you don't find any problems to be here. So basically, we want to welcome you to come here and make sure that while you're studying, you are as smooth as possible, all right? So of course, this would offer you to not only for the PhD, because these are for postgraduate, we also offer you for master programs and the PhD programs, right? But although the time limit for these two programs are different, okay? If you are applying for master degrees, you have to complete it in 2 years, and the support will be provided for those 2 years. If you are applying for the doctoral degree, then we would support you for 3 years. But beyond that, then you have to find other fundings, right? Now note that the programs that you are applying and eligible for this scholarship means that you must not have those programs before, right? For instance, if you are applying for master degrees programs, you would be eligible only if you haven't had any master's degree before, right? Vice versa, if you are applying for the doctoral degree scholarships, you must not have any doctoral degree programs graduation before, right? So only with the higher degree to be eligible, right? The coverage for the scholarship would mainly focus on your livelihood, basically, right? So it would allow you to come to Chula if the situation permitted, of course, right? If you would like to come to Thailand to be on campus, then we would accommodate you with the round trip ticket, okay, as actually paid it, okay? Of course, it would have some limits, okay? If you come from ASEAN country nearby, then the airfare would be covered, not exceeding a certain amount. If you are further away, then we would try to accommodate you as well for each leg, right? But basically, if you come, then we would try to accommodate you with the airfare for round trip when you come here for the first time, and when you finally graduate and then you go back to your original country, right? And next, we would accommodate you with the tuition fee as well, okay? So in this case, even when you apply for a program that may not focus mainly on research, but of course we would have tuition fee applying to all of you. If you are applying for this scholarship, basically your tuition fee would be waived, right? So this would be a privilege to you. And finally, sorry that the logo is blocking, but basically we would also provide to you with the monthly accommodations. Basically it's your stipend to be roughly around 16,000 baht per month, okay? So this would be sufficient for you to be able to thrive and survive in Thailand during your stay here. Now note that even if you're applying for this scholarship, but at the beginning, you may not need to come to our campus right away, right? Because of the COVID situation. That's why we are meeting online right now, which means that even if you are studying, but you don't have to come to our campus right away, you can still apply for this. Means that you can start your study, and if you decide to come later to finish your program, then those airfare would also be covered later on as well, okay? It's okay. And the tuition fee would be covered too. But unfortunately for the accommodations, they will be covered only when you are in Thailand, right? So, as I mentioned, the scholarship would cover for 2 to 3 years depending on your programs. If you are applying for master, you would be only applying for the 2-year periods of your coverage, right? And it cannot be extended. And the recipient are not allowed to defer the period. Means that if you think that you are studying right now is a little bit hard because of the COVID, and you want to, let's say you suspend your time period, then the scholarship would not be suspended either. You have to finish it within the period that you started. But it's okay because all of our programs that are at Chulalongkorn University are ready to provide you with the best opportunity to survive in the current situation. And of course, the recipient would not be allowed to accept any off-campus employment during the scholarship because this would be illegal. Okay. So for the international student that would like to apply to Chula, as long as you are from abroad and do not hold any Thai citizenship, then you can come to apply for any programs in the postgraduate level, okay? And note that you have to apply this within 1 semester. Means that you can apply at the beginning, or once you come and you are admitted to Chula, you have to proceed with the applications almost right away because otherwise it would not be in time. Our application period, I don't want to say too much, but basically we are open for every days of the year, right? So you can apply, although the judgment period would be divided among the years. But I don't want to make you feel that you have to apply at a certain period. You can apply at any time, as long as you intended to come to Chula, or even you are already at Chula, but during your first semester, right? And the applicant, of course, must be eligible to apply for those programs. Means that if you are going to apply for master's degree, you have to already have the bachelor degrees. If you are applying for PhD, and in those programs, you have to have either the bachelor or master degree corresponding to the programs that you are applying to. And of course, we want to encourage those in the case that if we of course, we have the limited amount of scholarship. So the ranking that we are going to apply is that we have to make sure that you are at the good level of studying. Means that your GPA, when you are applying, would have to be higher than a certain number. And of course, your English language score has to be sufficient in this case. And finally, even though we are supporting for lifelong learning for this kind of scholarship, we would like to limit the range of the age to be less than 40 for you to apply, which I believe most of you are still very young. Right? Now the requirement to submit this, I don't want you to stress too much about this because I believe you cannot remember all of this. But all of these would be shown to you and asked from you again if you intended to apply for our programs, right? At all the programs that you are trying to apply, if you think that you are going to apply for this scholarship, they would provide you the form that allow you to fill all of this with all the requirements, all the documents that would help you to do this. So don't worry too much about the process, because once you want to come to Chula, I want you to feel that coming to Chula is not hard. We are welcoming all of the postgraduate study to come to Chula, and especially from foreigners, to have the international livelihood around our campus, and we welcome all of you. So in this case, if you want to know more further about the scholarship and all the requirements, you can visit our website. So basically it's at academic.chula.ac.th, and you would find the funding from the tab that you can search. Right? So in this case, if you are applying for this, you can apply for the whole year period, and we would have the judgment period during a certain time. Right? So don't worry too much about that. At the end, if you are looking toward coming to Chula to study for your postgraduate programs, please feel free to apply to those programs and then ask your program coordinators about whether they are eligible for this scholarship, and we would like to support you coming to Chula for this purpose. So if you want to have more questions, please feel free to send an email to the one that is being shown, tponari@chula.ac.th, and we would be more than welcome to reply you with all the questions that you need to know. All right, thank you very much, and welcome to Chula. We hope to see you here pretty soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We do have some live questions that we would like to pass to you. Okay, so for the first question, the question is, what are the steps to apply for the ASEAN scholarship? And can final year bachelor student apply for it for the fall 2022 intake?
Certainly, as long as you are eligible to apply to the master program here, you are also eligible to apply for the scholarship here as well. Just make sure that your GPA is above the requirement that we set up, and the applicants must have fulfill all the requirement basically. So the English score for the GPA, as well as all the documents required, and make sure that if you are eligible for your program, you will be eligible for this scholarship, and we are more than welcome to help supporting you coming to Chula.
Thank you. So I hope, Kevin, Jonathan, you've got your answer in this session. Now we have another question from anonymous attendee. Let's see. Does ASEAN and non-ASEAN scholarship open to all faculty, just to make sure everyone is clear on this point?
Certainly. As long as you are applying for the postgraduate program, for master degrees, for doctoral degree, these are all eligible for this set of scholarships.
Okay, and one last question. If one student have acceptance from Chula's advisor, then what are his or her chances for getting admission in Chula under ASEAN and non-ASEAN scholarship for international students?
Relatively high, I would say. If you are already being admitted to the programs, I would like to ask you to proceed as fast as possible with your application for the scholarship, because as I mentioned, it has to be within the first semester of your study. So if you are already admitted, please proceed and ask your program coordinator immediately whether they can supply you with the application form for the scholarship so that they can proceed as quick as possible. But you are more than welcome to apply to this, and the chances are very high.
And that is our last question. So thank you very much, Dr. Pattarasha, for joining us and also for answering live questions with us. We really encourage all questions. So if you have any questions regarding this scholarship or the previous scholarships or any other programs we've already discussed, please feel free to leave a message or leave your queries in the chat box, and then our staff will attend to the queries shortly. And so those are the 2 scholarships we have prepared. And then, as mentioned, we have 3 scholarships. So upcoming will be the last session for the morning session, and this will cover another scholarship as well. But I would like to mention that the scholarship session like this will also be available tomorrow. So if you know a friend or friends who are interested in joining our event tomorrow for related fields in terms of arts and humanities field, and also in the field of life sciences, please tell them to join and to expect information about the scholarships. And so, just a heads up that in this afternoon we will cover more details about the physical sciences, including the Faculty of Science and also the Faculty of Engineering. So if you are looking forward to that, I really hope that you do stay with us until the end of the event today. So, the last on the list of the scholarship for graduate students is offered by the Graduate School. And it is my pleasure to introduce Ajahn Major Dr. Rashain Nisi, the Associate Deans of Chulalongkorn University Graduate School. Everyone, please join me in welcoming him.
A very good morning from Chulalongkorn University, Bangkok, Thailand. I am Associate Dean of CUX, which is an acronym standing for Chulalongkorn University Graduate School. What I'm going to present is some basic information about scholarship offered to graduate and students, both are Thai and international students. Okay, we have 2 kinds of scholarship. The first one is education scholarships, which includes 6 of them. The first one, as you can see in the monitor, His Majesty King Bhumibol Adulyadej's 72nd birthday anniversary scholarship. And we have the second one, the Chulalongkorn University for Princess Sirivanvari Cultivated Arts Foundation for Graduate Students Scholarship. And the third one, CUNSTDA Doctoral Scholarship. NSTDA is National Science and Technology Development Agency. The fourth one, Overseas Students Scholarship. The fifth one, Teaching Assistant Scholarship. And the last one, Research Assistant Scholarship. And the second one is the Research Scholarship. We have 3. The first one, the 90th anniversary of Chulalongkorn University Scholarship. The second one, Overseas Research Experience Scholarship for graduate students. And the third one is the Overseas Academic Presentation Scholarship for graduate student. And for the education scholarship, this is some fundamental information. For His Majesty King Bhumibol Adulyadej's 72nd birthday anniversary scholarship, we offer the student from PhD program and also master's degree program. Terms of scholarship, if you are a doctoral student and you are qualified, the terms of scholarship will be 3 years, and the details. So you have to be a master's degree holder or a student transfer from a master to PhD. And also term, the other term is 5 years if you're a bachelor's degree holder. So we have 2 kinds of persons qualified for the scholarship. And the next master's degree program, the terms is 2 years. And of course, the details, a bachelor degree holder. And the second one, the provision of the scholarship type 1 and also type 2, we have for PhD student, support tuition fees and other expenses. So we have like tuition fees in actual payment, stipend 9,000 baht per month, and also research expenses follow the rate and the conditions of the 90th anniversary of Chula Fund. And for master's student, we have the tuition fees in actual payment are the same, but the stipend is 7,000 baht per month. Research expenses also the same as a PhD student. And type 2 support only tuition fees. And then we have the tuition fees in actual payment. Okay, next is the third scholarship, the CU and STDA doctoral scholarship, which is the National Science and Technology Development Agency scholarship. We include the tuition fees in actual payment, stipend 35,000 baht per month. And also we have research expenses follow the rate and conditions of the 90th anniversary of Chula Fund. Also, we offer the overseas presentation, oral presentation, not over 120,000 baht per one time only. And also overseas research experience, not over 500,000 baht per one time only. And rate of Thai students and not include education fees. Okay, next is the fourth scholarship, which is the Overseas Students Scholarship, provision of the scholarship graduate school, college, interdisciplinary, and programs support scholarship provisions in the following. Scholarship provisions, tuition fees, stipend, transportation, international round trip, accommodation, and also special education fees. So this is for full scholarship for PhD student. And some other details, you can visit our website further. And also we have top up scholarship for master's and PhD student. And then, some other details you can see. And next, I also would like to cover the teaching assistant scholarship, or TA. As we all know, for PhD student, you will be given 9,000 baht per month. And for master's students, 7,000 baht per month. And the sixth scholarship is the research assistant scholarship, or RA, the same rate as a TA for PhD student, 9,000 baht per month, and also the same rate for master's student, 7,000 baht per month. Okay, next, the second type of scholarship we offer to Thai students and also international ones, the research scholarships. So we have the research scholarship with the condition that the research proposal has been approved. So this, for PhD, the scholarship will take up to 500,000 baht. For doctoral student, and for master's student, up to 300,000 baht. This is the 90th anniversary of Chulalongkorn University thesis expenses. And the second one, we have the overseas research, which takes about 3 to 12 months, not over 300,000 baht. And this is for PhD student. And we have the overseas presentation, 60,000 baht. And for master's students, we offer the amount of 300,000 baht up to, and then 3 to 12 months, not over 300,000 baht. And this is for the overseas research for master student, and also the overseas presentation, 40,000 baht. Okay, and then for 3 to 12 months, not over 300,000 baht. This is for the overseas research experience scholarship or ORS. Okay, criteria, so we have 4. The first one, thesis, dissertation, proposal must be approved first. And then the English score must meet requirement for admission and graduation. And the third one, support 50-50 by CUCS or Chulalongkorn University Graduate School and also faculty or department, except 100% by CUCS for PhD scholarship under 72nd anniversary King's birthday and also 100th anniversary of Chulalongkorn University. And the fourth criteria is the paper from ORES must be published in international in database of ISIs or Scopus. And we also have the overseas domestic academic presentation scholarship, okay, both overseas and domestic for master and also PhD student. You can see the qualification or the criteria. The current student who applies for oral or poster presentation and have approved proposal and paper to be presented must be part of the thesis or dissertation, and not a studentship offering presentation scholarship, and neither receive a partial nor full support for presentation for each type. And also you have some kind of details. You can go and then study furthermore. And we also have the overseas academic presentation or OAP option 1, just one time, at least submit manuscript for publication in Proceedings Journal for Master, in Journal for PhD, and in ISI or Scopus database. And also this like apply for OAP scholarship, and then you have 50-50 from graduate school and also from your faculty program, and also accept 100% grad for PhD under 100th anniversary of Chulalongkorn University and the 72nd anniversary of King's birthday. So we have like some other details and I would like to mention. And also for option 2, several times have papers published, accepted, minor revised in journal in ISI or Scopus database, and you have to apply for another gap scholarship, and also 100 support from CUCS. And okay, this the overseas academic presentation or OAP. Then we have the overseas presentation scholarship option 2. The criteria, as you can see, for master and for PhD, quite in more details, and like have papers published, accepted, minor revised in a journal in ISI and Scopus, and the applicant must be the first author and has CU address. And then the support rate, 100% from graduate school. So you need to apply and also attend conference. So 4 criteria for masters and also for PhD student as detailed in the monitor. And I think the last slide, if you want to get more information, you can contact us at Cox or Chulalongkorn University Graduate School, the phone number. Okay, we have that, and we have the email address for you to get more information. And also we have the website. You can visit worldwideweb.grad.chula.ac.th and then end, index, and PhD. Actually, the graduate school will be responsible for mostly the reimbursement process, but we also have the scholarship offers by us. So if you want to get the scholarship, you should be qualified and also study more. Any questions are welcome by contact Cox in the three platforms of communication. And thank you so very much for your showing interest and kind attention.
Thank you. We do have a few questions that we would like to address in this live session. The first question is, what if the applicant is currently in Thailand taking a language school? Does it affect the eligibility to apply for ASEAN scholarship and other scholarship? The answer is no, it doesn't apply. And it doesn't affect. And regarding other scholarship, regarding the Cox scholarship, does that have any effect on your scholarship as well? Taking language school in Thailand.
I don't think it's qualified to apply for the scholarship. You should be a full-time student here on Chula campus first, and then apply for the scholarship process as the criteria mentioned. Okay. Yeah. All
right, and that will be the one question that we'd like to bring up today. And so thank you very much, Ajahn Major Dr. Rashin, for sharing with us good opportunities today.
Thank you.
Thank you. I am very, very certain that many people are interested and are more ready to look up for more information to get ready to apply for the scholarships. And so if you are interested and would like further information, please do not hesitate to reach out. And everyone, this is a wrap for the morning session. So we've covered a lot of programs in the social sciences field. What is waiting for you in the afternoon session will be the physical sciences, which includes a lot of science and engineering fields. So if that is your cup of tea, so please stay tuned for that. And now it's about time. So right now we are about to get into a 1 hour lunch break, or around 1 hour, and we will resume at 1 p.m. with more programs. So if that is what you're interested in, please stay tuned, and I will see you again very soon.